How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Jalen Suggs' performance in the Magic's NBA Cup loss. No Franz, no Paolo, almost beat a Bucks team that's playing better. And Suggs had a career night, 34 and a bunch of steals and some assists and a bunch of rebounds. So we're going to break down his play basically, going over what Suggs was able to do and how I think despite some weird efficiency stats, he's kind of improved this season. And as you know, the defense is amazing as always. We're focusing on the offense mostly today. Suggs without Franz and Paolo on the floor is the Magic's primary ball handler. They don't have a lot of ball handling talent as is, even when healthy, but now they rely on Suggs to fade into the corner, hit tough pull-up jumpers. Suggs, of course, has done stuff like this at Gonzaga and in high school, but it's been a minute in the NBA since he's been the level of primary guy that he is right now, and he's forcing some shots for sure. But I don't think this is necessarily bad process because these are great live in-game reps that Suggs is getting, valuable practice that when he's back in his second, third option role, I think he can take these skills and translate them. We see that all the time. I think most recently with Jaren Jackson Jr., that was a big thing. And I really like the double big lineup. I love the Magic center rotation. And Batadze is just enough of a shooting threat to where if you just want to play like Brook Lopez plays and never leave the paint, you're not necessarily going to get away with it. And Suggs is going to miss that three, unfortunately. But Suggs takes a bunch of threes. His percentages are down this year, but I do think that's largely because of the volume, and his difficulty overall of shots has increased. Had to throw in a couple more defensive plays. He is just a dominant defender. Craziest hands, mover, hustle, POA guy. Just absolutely unreal. But what I'm almost more interested in right now is his development as a creator. And this was a really encouraging possession against a really nice point of attack defender in AJ Green, who does a good job to fight over. But Suggs is going to put him in jail, right? And he's going to wait for Carter to come block him off and then go around. And I'm changing that color right now. We cannot do blue on blue for this video. This NBA Cup court is enough. And same thing with these kind of box-in-box views. It's very cool that we can hear Jamal Mosley. I don't need to see the whole thing. But anyways, Suggs' handle is not perfect by any means, where he is just going to get ripped at times by defenders like Gary Trent Jr., who are really good at creating turnovers. This is all, again, part of the live game reps, part of the improvement he has to make on the fly, adjusting and playing better with his handle. And this is a great possession, even though Suggs doesn't end up hitting this floater. Once again, I like the jail, using great pace and just picking his spot for a floater. That is a full control shot where even though the shot doesn't go in, Suggs is dictating what's happening more than being dictated by the defense. And again, another nice possession by AJ Green, low-key, but beautiful Suggs fadeaway right there. He is damn strong, and though he's not a crazy dynamic creator or handler, he can just kind of bully his way into guys and hit shots with his touch. He is a very nice shot maker in that way, and he can create space, even if the efficiency, like I said, has not been perfect this year. This is a beautiful shot right here. Suggs step back creation. Oh my goodness. Once again, shout out AJ Green, who's playing some great defense this year. I love how low Suggs gets. We talked about the flexibility and the bend so many times, but he's not able to round the corner, and this is just a very athletic position to be. His shin angle right here. So much power right there with the step back. Suggs' ability to shoot off the dribble. This is more of the Suggs we saw in college, and he can really pass, and the Magic, when they get their offensive rebound, he's just going to fire that three so confidently. And yeah, he's not making them all, but I really do like that Suggs is very confident shooting at the moment. There's zero hesitation, which is really nice, because a lot of players, and oh my goodness, I feel like we probably saw this poster, a lot of players who are thrust into creator roles sometimes have trouble adjusting to the fact that, hey, you just have to take shots and to do stuff sometimes, even if it's not quote-unquote a good shot or quote-unquote the best shot. It is because you are a best guy. And Suggs has done a good job adapting, but I really like this play. Quick little pocket pass through to Goga Batadze right there. Just Goga's my guy. I love him. I really wish Goga was on the Pacers, to be honest. I hate that we let go of him, and I always will be mad about that. And Suggs is going to pull in Giannis's face because he has no fear, and his range is awesome, and his shooting is really, really excellent when he's on. Another good example of Goga being a cool passer. I really do like Goga. And Suggs, of course, this is what he normally does. He's normally more of an off-ball guy. Lillard is top-locking Suggs, which just means he's preventing him from going this way. And that's because of Suggs' shooting. But Suggs, of course, can just slip into this open paint. And Batadze does a nice job of finding him, and he ends up finishing. So Jalen Suggs doing a little working in the offense as an off-ball guy. Beautiful little... I'm not sure if they counted this as an and one, but Suggs sometimes looks like a running back knifing through gaps. Like, he's so strong and explosive, and a tiny hole opens up right here, and Suggs is just going to burst through it and ends up holding the ball against Gary Trent, draws a foul, makes that impressive touch shot regardless of the and one. It's just an impressive look. I'm pretty sure they counted that shot. Yeah, anyways, Suggs was huge in the fourth quarter. I think he had 18 maybe in the fourth. This was a play where he just lost his handle. As we mentioned before, Suggs is far from perfect as a ball handler, and hopefully this experience can help him improve there. And he just hit some big time shots. This is a really just primary ball handler action, right? Magic are going horns, double screen, and then just horns meeting guys in the corners. Suggs can pick his direction. I'm surprised he doesn't pick, Damian Lillard maybe, but he's going to pick Bobby Portis, pull right over him. They're not respecting his jumper. And again, Suggs is used to playing like this. He was a deep range, high difficulty shooter his entire pre-NBA career. So I don't think it's a huge surprise that this is still in there somewhere, right? And Suggs was able to hit this super clutch pull-up crossover against Gary Trent. Really nice job fading away there. Just was feeling it tonight, and it was very cool to watch. Like, he's just a very fun player, and he's definitely not perfect in these moments. I thought this was a pretty poor decision. Just, you have Damian Lillard on you, and he settles for a pretty difficult... I don't know why did that cut off? That is so annoying. Anyways, he settles for a difficult shot here, and I feel like he could have been more aggressive going early in the clock against Dame, and he honestly gets a pretty decent look at the end of the game on this out of bounds play. But Suggs was just really damn impressive in this game. And I'm curious to see if the Magic can continue their winning ways even without Franz, because they lost Paolo early in the season and then they just kept winning. And they lost Franz now, and obviously didn't win this game, but they were competitive in a big game with a good team. So it seems like they're going to keep winning games. And I think that's a credit, obviously, to Suggs for the player that he is, but also just to the infrastructure that Jamal Mosley has built here. Everyone contributes. Their center rotation really raises the floor, and he just seems to get the most out of players in the situations that he needs them in, and I think that's really valuable. I think he's a really good coach, and the Magic are a really good franchise, just in a very good place, in my opinion, partly because of this next man up stuff. There's so much good young talent. There's plenty of pieces they need and stuff they can improve on, but Suggs is a big piece of their future, and I really am hopeful that these reps for him as the primary ball handler for however long he has to be, hopefully, not that long, are going to be beneficial for him in the long run. So like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hit the bell. I feel like people say that. On our way to 10K by the end of the year. I hope you're all having a nice December too.